Hey peeps, how you all doing? I'm just gonna adjust this, make sure it's right in place. Okay, so I recorded part 3 some time ago, but the most embarrassing thing happened. While I was doing this, I got to what was going to be the end of the part. I was going to destroy that wall of organic goo or whatever, and my mom happened to walk in at the last moment. So yeah, I had to stop right then because these files, I can't put them on a movie maker or anything. When I try, even if I try to change them, it just doesn't recognize them because I don't have the right codec or whatever. So you know, I can't edit these. I have to get them just right on the very first try, very first take. Otherwise, it's all just ruined. So yeah, I got too far to go back to this point. You know, it's saved in the next area. So I had no choice but to just start again, all the way from the beginning. And I was really reluctant to do so because this is a really fun game and I didn't have long to go. And, you know, it's not the kind of thing that I'm really bored with. It's just, I've already seen so many play through the beginning. I mean, I've already seen so many people play through the whole game. Yeah, but anyway, I did it. You may notice I have quite a few more tinder boxes and oil than last time. It's because I actually took time to look around for this stuff. But anyway, let's go. And the game froze for a sec. There we go. One thing that really disturbed me is, ooh. Well, when I, oh, ow. Forgot.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Damn. Well, anyway. Yeah, one thing that disturbed me when I played through the second time is that the game froze again when the shadow was forming at the past area. So yeah, apparently that's something that's just gonna happen every time, which leads me to suspect that there may be other points in the game where everything just abruptly freezes again. Hopefully, you know, I just have to hope for the best. Anyway. That's scary as hell. Anyway, something sinister about all these barrels. That was fun. Anyway, this is one of four substances we're going to need to create a synthetic acid that will be strong enough to melt through that gunk, whatever it is, the shadow. The shadow is a very difficult entity to describe, but I'll do it later. And, crouch. Halfway there. Hey Daniel, you okay? I hope that barrel was heavy. I mean, even if this was just filled up with water, they do get to be pretty heavy. So yeah, we're okay. No telling how long we've been out. Probably a few minutes, probably half an hour. Who knows exactly. Anyway, let's just get the hell out of here. Whoa! I didn't think I'd be able to jump over that whole thing. Seemed so tall before. Anyway, tinderbox. Yay. It's good that well, I'm not going to go in every nook and cranny to find this stuff throughout the whole game, but it's good that I collected so many near the beginning. It's good to do that in every game, just to scrounge up a lot of stuff right when it starts, because it's much easier to do so then than later on, you know? So, come on. Get back. Ugh, these are so heavy. Ah, that's how you get them. Okay. You can't just click and drag them across the screen. You gotta hold down the buttons that make you run or walk one way or the other. Can't even pull these things off the ground. They're just so... I don't know how my voice sounds. I hope it sounds okay. It sounded okay before, but the microphone is a lot closer to my face right now. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna turn out. Still gotta get this thing out of my way. Come on. Okay. Good. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Good, I'm forcing my way out. There's 2 more areas to go in down here. Let's see which one is this. You remember the poofer from last time. This, it's just Daniel hallucinating. There wasn't really anyone here just now. There was some time ago, but, heh, look what happened here. So yeah, I think it's safe to say... Oh, another flashback.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Except we're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Yeah, don't mind me, I'm not the least fazed by what's happening around me, I'm just looting. Anyway, yeah, so after his years of under Alexander's service, or in his service, whatever, Wilhelm was betrayed by Alexander, wait, was it Wilhelm? I don't know, I can't keep track of all these letters. But yeah, Alexander is very treacherous, and he tore these guys up by giving them some weird alien elixir or whatever that gave them instant scurvy or whatever. My name is Wilhelm, House of... Dang, sorry, I don't know if this is too loud or if I'm harassing the microphone. Anyway, my name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and statement. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle of Brennenburg. I was most of the aristocracy, or whatever. I was curious about what the supposed Knight of the Order would want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I've rewarded with. This text is so small because I don't have this in full view. I have it taken up like half the screen. It's hard to read. Anyway, in a word of the tiny little soldier, I wish to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baroness locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer write. So yeah, poor Wilhelm and company. Anyway, that's 3 out of 4. That's good. Let's see. I don't need any oil right now. If you're looking around, you notice Daniel's eyes adjust to the darkness really, really quickly, which is good, you know? I mean, if you're in a really big open area where there's absolutely no light whatsoever, you're going to be in trouble. But in most cases, you'll be in a room where, you know, you can see the walls from pretty far away, because, you know, it's a pretty small room. And your eyes will adjust to the darkness, so while it doesn't have any positive effects on him for sure, you know, you don't need your lantern on all the time, and even if you run out, you'll still be okay for, you know, a little while. Just gotta watch your step. And I think the last chemical is, or substance, whatever, is over here. That's pretty warped. That does make me jump every time, but I have seen it, so you know, I'm not gonna ham it up and pretend I have... Oh, shit. Where exactly? I guess I don't want to go into that room because he's over there and he'll see me. Just gotta get the hell away. And I'm gonna hide over here. Gonna crouch. Look at that! Look at that! It just popped in out of nowhere, like a poofer. I guess, the people who designed this game expect the player to always be facing the other way when they pick up this chemical, and to never see that guy just pop up. I wish he had walked around the corner, though, but whatever. He can't see us over here. Jeez, this can't be good for my sanity. I think all that happens here is you basically have to stare at this guy and let yourself go insane. He is not gonna walk away. You can just sit here for minutes and minutes and he's just gonna stay there until you finally drop on the floor. I think. Is he still there? What the? Oh my gosh, he actually left. Last time I was here, he just stood there until I finally went insane and then he turned away, as if it was a scripted event or something. Well, that was pretty stupid. Anyway, oh jeez, everything seems so big when you're crouched. It's like a little kid. Anyway, anything I need over here? Any chemicals? No. Probably in the next room. Ooh. Pretty spooky, not gonna lie. I'm completely debilitated right now. Jeez, that can't be good for Daniel. When he gets pushed over the edge like that, for like 15 to 20 seconds or so, he's just gonna be on the ground. He's gonna be completely debilitated. Not in any shape to do anything. Just so paralyzed by fear, he can't even scrounge up the strength to pull out the lantern. Like, I'm able to do it now, but I wasn't able to do it when he was on the ground like that. Come on. Come on. Anything back here? Forget it. Where am I going? Over here, right. Ugh. And that's the door we tried to get in before, but, you know, the monster was here. Ugh. Dang it. I keep turning off the lantern when I mean to just turn and scan the area. Ooh, another tinderbox. Come on. Did I just hear the monster again? Sometimes the monster isn't really there, but you'll just hear sounds. I mean, I love the sound design in this game, or whatever you want to call it. They just put so much work into the atmosphere, just crafting everything so meticulously, from the shading to the noises you hear to little effects like dust being blown around. It's all just so lovingly crafted. But anyway, I'll gush more about this game as time goes on. Oh! Should just follow the trail of orpiment. And that's all we need. We can leave this wine cellar now. Anyway, yeah. Daniel... You know what? Now that I think about it, I have absolutely no idea how Daniel knew about Wilhelm and his men. That's a huge plot hole, because the idea of these flashbacks is that Daniel sees things every now and then. That he's forgotten everything for the most part, but, you know, these things still come back to him slowly but surely. But he didn't know Wilhelm, I don't think. Wilhelm was probably around decades ago, so how could he have seen a flashback that wasn't even his? How could he see a memory that belongs to someone else, someone he's probably never met? And if he did witness this happening, you'd think it would make him really skeptical about what kind of person Alexander was. Is this place really haunted? Is the shadow feeding him this vision? Oh gosh. That's really warped. It's making me suddenly see this game and everything in a different light. Well, that was actually much faster than the first time that happened. So yeah. This shadow, it's following Daniel everywhere. Ah! Well, that slowed the game down, which sucks. Anyway, got all 4 chemicals. Just gotta go over here. So, yeah, this is the last area we need to go to before we can advance further into the castle. Like, every place we've been to so far is just some extension of the lobby. Like, you know, you got the opening hall and then all these little areas attached to it. But we haven't actually been really deep into the castle yet. We just, like, gone through the gates of it. I mean, yeah, we are technically in the structure, but this is the last area before we make it through this, world of the game, if you will. Everything's slowing down for a couple seconds, like every 5 minutes, it seems. That's really warped. I think we're gonna go in here. Yeah, that's basically the only place we can go to right now. And this is Alexander's lab. You'd think it'd be deeper in the place, but I guess he has several laboratories throughout the castle. Anyway, oh, I almost forgot. There's one last item we need to get, and it's over here.
There should be more coop rats.
Ooh.
Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
There you go. These things are surprisingly hard to grab. Anyway. Anything in here? I'm trying to do this as efficiently as possible. It's much faster to pull these things out from top to bottom than, yeah. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia instead of Aqua Fortis, in hopes that it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic, whatever, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution, and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. So yeah, Alexander is into alchemy. He's an alchemist. Obviously. Anything in here? You have to double-click on things in order to move them around, which is kind of a pain. I wish you could just aim at them, click on them once, and be done with it. Ooh, what is this? I have no idea what this thing is. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you, and long for a life together, I know I am better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Wow. I guess this is some sort of diary thing. This, come to think of it, this looks pretty alien. I think this might be, some weird sort of artifact. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm guessing there are several of these things littered around the castle, and Alexander recorded memories or whatever in them. I mean, this is an age before tape recorders or anything like that existed. So, from all we know, this could very well be from another planet or another dimension. Who knows? I'll talk about Alexander's origins at some point, but... Ooh! So yeah, there's more than one kind of monster in this castle, as you can see. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. How do you like my Alexander impression? Anyway, now for a sort of minigame, puzzle. Anyway. And you just gotta do this 4 times. Whoops. Ah! That cannot be good. Oh, may as well explain what this is. Yeah, just to avoid confusing you guys, this was not one of the 4 chemicals we needed. So in case you're wondering why I got 5, this is laudanum. It's your health in this game. Laudanum is really, really weird in this game because, well, we'll get into that later. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I gotta finish this experiment. It's science! Not really. Oh, I guess it is science. What a stupid thing for me to say. Anyway, how has this turned out? Is it good? Well, I got everything I need. What else is there to do here? Can I click on this thing? Oh! I am so stupid! I can't believe I forgot that. So here's the synthetic acid we need. I can't believe I forgot that. I've seen like 15 people get through that part, and I'm sorry. I'm doing this as fast as I can. Anyway, let's just get rid of that gunk and get this over with. So yeah, that was the shadow. Or, well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just that this walkway was so weak that it collapsed, but if in that case, you'd think it would have collapsed under Daniel's own weight. Oh. That was a scripted event, I guess. It just did that when I brought it close to there. It's so creepy. Anyway, let's get the hell out of this place. I gotta run. There we go. The Shadow is a very powerful beast that seems to take several forms, but again, I'll get into that later. But anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry. I want to talk about Alexander, I want to talk about the Shadow, I want to talk about all those things, but I feel I need to pace myself to talk about them later on. And the game has slowed down again, but now there's even more gunk everywhere. Which can only mean that, you know, well, this stuff, I'm not sure if I should say that the Shadow creates it, or if it just sort of follows the Shadow around. As you can see, it's like, in that case, in either case, it's catching up. It's getting really close. You gotta get further inside the castle. Come on, get out! Why is it so slow? Is it gonna do this every time this gunk forms? Ah, frick. Come on, this is already almost 25 minutes. I gotta get through that part. Okay, almost out. Ugh. Oh jeez. If I'm at a point where the Shadow is actually chasing me, and this skunk is forming everywhere. Jeez, I hope it isn't like an entire portion of this Let's Play where everything just freezes. Now come on, Daniel, move it! Oh boy. I'm stuck. It's like, well, not because of a glitch, but okay. Let's try moving. Ah, dang it. Well, this LP has taken a turn for the worse pretty quickly. I'm almost done with this part. I'll just, well, I gotta get through this next part, because otherwise, next time I turn the game on, that stuff is just gonna form again, and... Oh, fine! Let my guard down, because I was so caught up in simply trying to get out of that hallway. Well, I'm out now, and... Yeah, this stuff is getting everywhere. Come on, get that. Oh, what? I was holding down the crouch key when I was trying to hold down the shift. Oh, whatever. Okay, now this, you know, I had to turn the game off shortly before this. First time I tried recording this because someone walked in. So this is the furthest I've gone to the game. While it is not blind, the rest of this playthrough will be kind of fresh. Anyway. Alright, So like I said, we're done with the first world, if you will. We're done with the first section of the game. We're going to the next world. See, the way I look at it, each of these areas we've gone into has been like a level. All part of worlds, like in Mario, for example. And the castle really isn't that big. There's only like 4 or 5 sections you need to go through, with these smaller levels branching out from them. Anyway. So yeah, that was the first part of the game done. Yay! I am gonna turn it off in just a moment. Just gotta wait for it to finish loading, and it'll automatically save, and then I'll start from this point next time. Oh boy. Well, see you guys next time. Trying to hit the step. There we go.